hardly anyone is giving Edgar Berlanga a chance against Canelo Alvarez, even after his most recent training footage. Canelo Alvarez himself has joined the ranks of Berlanga's critics. Instead of viewing the footage as evidence of Berlanga's intense preparation for the most significant fight of his career, many see it as a comedic display of someone training hard, but ultimately gearing up for a brutal defeat at the hands of his opponent.
About this fight, you know what I'm saying, is all this. It's mental. It's the intelligence. And that's what's gonna make the difference, you know what I'm saying? It's not, everybody keeps saying about the power, about, oh, you big, you strong. It's cool. He's powerful, he's strong too. He could punch too, you know what I'm saying? But it's about the mentality.
Even the most casual boxing fan can see that this is a blatant exaggeration. Canelo Alvarez himself dismisses Berlanga's claims of superior boxing IQ, perceiving instead an over-reliance on power and speed. Alvarez believes Berlanga's training suggests he's aiming for a first-round knockout, which he considers unrealistic. According to Alvarez, Berlanga's self-proclaimed IQ is merely boastful trash. His most recent training session appeared even more provocative than the rest, eliciting a response from Saul Canelo Alvarez. Berlanga boasted about his boxing IQ during the press conference, claiming it exceeds that of all Canelo Alvarez's previous opponents, including Caleb Plant, Jermall Charlo, Gennady Golovkin, Callum Smith, and others.
We have an IQ, better IQ than me.
Okay, you're gonna see. You're gonna see.
You will see. You think I'm more IQ than Floyd Mayweather, than Miguel Cotto?
Canelo Alvarez is undoubtedly one of the best boxers, renowned for his exceptional ability to manage distance and his ironclad chin. Aside from Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol, who outclassed him, Alvarez has generally dominated the top fighters he's faced throughout his career. The prevailing belief is that no matter how hard Edgar Berlanga trains, whether on mountains or in the sea, he stands little chance when he steps into the ring with Canelo Alvarez.
Come on, bro.
You're gonna see.
You're not the...
I know you're gonna see.
Take it easy.
No, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Take it easy way, because...
Edgar Berlanga is preparing for the biggest fight of his career as he takes on Canelo Alvarez for the WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight titles. Alvarez has successfully defended his super middleweight titles 4 times and is looking to retain his unified status for the 5th time against Berlanga. Both fighters are putting in intense work as they prepare for the main event at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on September 14th. The World Boxing Council, WBC, has also created a new special belt, the Talipus II, for the winner of the fight. They previously introduced a similar Talipus belt for the Yai Munya fight. This new belt represents the state of Mexico, inspired by the traditional Mexican costume known as Cuera Talipa. The WBC has labeled this matchup as the greatest boxing rivalry between countries, Mexico versus Puerto Rico. With such high stakes, both fighters are under immense pressure to deliver.
Do you take him serious? Do you take him serious? No, him. Do you take him serious?
Huh? Yeah, I take him serious.
Canelo Alvarez is in excellent form ahead of the fight, while Edgar Berlanga has been working tirelessly in training to pull off what could be the biggest upset of the decade. The 27-year-old Brooklyn native is in the best shape of his career and well-positioned to make a significant impact and potentially alter the boxing landscape. In an interview with Premier Boxing Champions, Berlanga revealed that he had manifested this fight against Canelo, underscoring his determination and belief in his chance to win.
These kind of things motivate me a lot. You know, you already know that history when I'm mad.
You're gonna handle that for Caleb Plant?
Huh?
He is ready and highly motivated, and now that his dream has become a reality, he plans to fight the best fight of his career. Berlanga recently uploaded a video to his X, formerly Twitter account, showcasing his explosive training regimen designed to tackle the threat of the champion. In the video, he can be seen shadow boxing in his gym, while his coach encourages him to push through until the set is complete. The electrifying punches were so fast that they were nearly impossible for the naked eye to catch. Following his knockout victory over Padre Macro in February, Edgar Berlanga showcased his potential to be a serious challenge for Canelo Alvarez. However, skepticism remains about whether his training will be sufficient to overcome Canelo, the face of boxing. Fans quickly took to social media to comment on Berlanga's training clip, with many unimpressed by the 22-year-old fighter's skills and effort. They believe Canelo will win decisively, with some predicting a one-sided fight. One user wrote, "Yeah, you're losing, bro. forecasting total domination by Canelo, while another simply said, "Yay, no chance." The records highlight the confidence in these predictions. Canelo stands at 61-1, while Berlanga is 22-0. Some fans expressed doubts about Berlanga's chances, with one user stating, "Canelo is going to make you his son." Given Berlanga's relatively short career and his upcoming title fight, such sentiments are understandable. Another user criticized Berlanga for seeking fame rather than focusing on defeating Canelo, noting that Canelo has more knockout victories than Berlanga has total fights. Canelo's extensive experience at the highest level of boxing is a significant factor. Despite the overwhelming support for Canelo, some fans are eager to see Berlanga's best performance on September 14th. One fan wrote, "Let's see the best version of Edgar," hoping for an exciting fight. While Berlanga is relatively young and early in his career, his confidence in facing the middleweight king has been evident. Amid the sea of Canelo supporters wishing for Berlanga's defeat, a few encouraging fans have expressed support, with one fan extending good luck to Edgar Berlanga.
Still an undefeated fighter, even though people don't view him as that. He's still trying to improve and work on his basic foundation.
"Good luck, champ," wished one fan. Since this is the biggest fight of his career, Berlanga can use all the support he can get amidst the negativity. Despite the doubters, Berlanga remains motivated and brimming with confidence. In a conversation with TMZ Sports, he stated that he intends to dethrone Canelo and believes that this is his time. This determined mindset is crucial for Berlanga, despite the many naysayers. On the other hand, Canelo Alvarez has been intensifying his preparations for the fight against Edgar Berlanga. He has been working with Teofimo Lopez in a series of viral training sessions, focusing on advanced techniques. This collaboration highlights Canelo's commitment to refining his skills and preparing thoroughly for the upcoming challenge. To prepare for this crucial bout, Canelo Alvarez has enlisted the help of Teofimo Lopez, the super lightweight world champion. The two boxers, with Lopez boasting a record of 20 wins and only one loss, have been training together at a camp near Lake Tahoe, on the border between Nevada and California. A viral video shows them in action, with Canelo against the ropes, delivering powerful punches and refining his movements ahead of his fight with Berlanga. In the video, Canelo demonstrates a masterclass in defensive techniques, focusing on waist movement and dodging, all while foregoing headgear and only marking his punches. Trainer Eddie Reynoso oversees the session, ensuring that Canelo and Lopez are in top form. Canelo also takes the opportunity to explain tactics for handling tricky situations when cornered. Sharing his expertise with Lopez. This collaboration has generated significant buzz online as Canelo fine-tunes his skills for his super middleweight title defense on Mexican Independence Day. In contrast, Teofimo Lopez had previously expressed a strong desire to fight Terence Crawford, but Crawford has shifted his focus to a potentially historic bout against Canelo Alvarez. Lopez remains eager to face Crawford at 147 lbs, while Crawford is set on the challenge of fighting Canelo, who recently dominated the welterweight division and is making a significant jump to super middleweight. The relationship between Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso is one of the most successful and enduring partnerships in boxing. It began in 2003 when a 14-year-old Canelo walked into Reynoso's gym in Guadalajara, Mexico. At the time, Eddie Reynoso was just 27, and his father, Dono, immediately recognized Canelo's potential due to his power and skill. Over the years, their relationship evolved from a traditional trainer-fighter dynamic into a father-son bond.
I'm Triple G.
Así, güey. Póngase bien listo, cabrón. Échale huevos, cabrón.
Eddie Reynoso played a crucial role in developing Canelo's boxing skills and shaping his illustrious career, helping him become one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world and capturing multiple world titles across various weight classes. As Edgar Berlanga prepares for his fight against Canelo Alvarez, he exudes confidence, having warned that he will knock out Canelo in just 6 rounds and claiming he is vastly superior to the Mexican champion. He has since escalated his stance, asserting that his ultimate goal is to retire Canelo from boxing.
Definitely retire him, for sure. That's my goal, you know.
"I want to retire him for good. No doubt that's my goal. I'm not trying to sit here and disrespect him or anything like that. He's a legend, but at the end of the day, we have to fight," said Berlanga. In an interview with TMZ Sports, Berlanga went further, stating that his opponent is finished and that he has what it takes to strip him of his belts. "I've already done what I had to do in the sport of boxing. I think now it's my time. It's time for a new face at 168 pounds, Berlanga continued. He expressed his ambition to become a legend on September 14th, precisely during Mexico's Independence Day celebrations. "I am destined to make history on September 14th, to become a legend on that day, to take over the sport of boxing and become the face of the sport," he concluded.
But are you going to deliver it or not? You know what I'm saying? He's been saying his last 3-4 fights that he's going to knock somebody out.
The fight between Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga will take place at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The 34-year-old Mexican, Canelo Alvarez, boasts a record of 65 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses, with 39 knockouts. In contrast, the 27-year-old Berlanga enters this bout undefeated with a record of 22 KO and 17 knockouts. Despite the experience and record disparity favoring Canelo, some experts are not ruling out the challenger. Promoter Steven Espinosa is one such expert who believes Berlanga will give Canelo a tough fight. Both fighters showed some spark, some fire, some emotion. There was a clear sense that Berlanga is not just there to show up, he's motivated and not intimidated. That's crucial because when facing an experienced and accomplished fighter like Canelo, it's important to convince people that the fight will be competitive, Espinosa told Boxing Scene. During the press conference, Canelo Alvarez confronted Berlanga, looking sideways at him and saying, "You're going to feel so much pain. You hit like my son, so take it easy. You are getting the beating of a lifetime." The two stood and traded words, with security holding them back. Alvarez made it clear that he did not want to physically confront Berlanga at that moment, stating, "I don't want to mess you up right now because your money's gone, so take it easy." Berlanga, undeterred, reiterated his determination to take Canelo's place, declaring,
Level is intelligence and IQ. And we're not going to end up like that with it.
"I'ma take your place." This confrontation mirrored what Alvarez had previously shared with PPV.com, emphasizing the intensity and stakes of their upcoming bout. The Guadalajara native Canelo Alvarez showed heightened motivation, zeal, and passion during the press conference as he told PPV.com, "Mexico versus Puerto Rico motivates me even more." It seems he's not the only one feeling this way. When the two fighters took their seats and answered questions from fans, Edgar Berlanga assured everyone that he was up for the challenge. The Brooklyn native acknowledged that Alvarez had fought many top-tier opponents, including legendary figures like Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gennady Golovkin. Despite Alvarez's advantages in size and speed at various stages of his career, Berlanga theorized that their bout would be different. What makes this fight different is not physical, it's about IQ and intelligence. And that's what's going to make the difference on September 14th, Berlanga asserted. Whether Berlanga has the skills and ring IQ to outwit Alvarez remains uncertain. Fans will soon find out if Berlanga can indeed challenge the champion. For Canelo Alvarez, this fight against Berlanga represents an opportunity to secure his 5th straight win since his defeat to Dimitri Bivol over 2 years ago, which was only the 2nd loss in his 65-fight career. Much like his upcoming matchup with Berlanga, Canelo's last opponent was a promising star with heavy hands. Before the fight, many expected a serious threat from the veteran, but Canelo demonstrated his elite status by dominating his opponent to a unanimous decision victory. Alvarez will be looking to deliver another outstanding performance when he steps into the ring against Edgar Berlanga next month.
Shut the
Buddy,
You
that's
love
for
when
you.
you get smacked.
Go and shape
You
your
think he
beard.
got more IQ than you?
While Canelo Alvarez has a challenging bout ahead, he is still keeping an eye on other potential fights. One name that continues to call for a shot at Alvarez is Jake Paul. Jake Paul has made a significant impact on the sport of boxing since his debut in 2020, stirring discussions about a potential matchup with the super middleweight champion. Throughout his reign as the super middleweight king, Canelo Alvarez has maintained a calm, cool, and collected demeanor. Opponents have come and gone, often showering him with praise and respect. Even his arch-rival Gennady Golovkin showed a respectful attitude during their trilogy fight, despite years of animosity.
Not the same, but he's weight class, 175, and I don't really want to say what he's need to do to have the fight.
The last fighter who truly provoked Alvarez in the lead-up to a fight was Caleb Plant, who engaged in a scuffle with Alvarez during a press conference and was subsequently knocked out in the 11th round. Before Plant, Billy Joe Saunders also got under Alvarez's skin, especially during fight week. and paid for it with a broken eye and a subsequent retirement. This took place in 2021, when Alvarez was at the height of his powers. It's been since 2021, the last time Canelo Alvarez scored a knockout, when he defeated Billy Joe Saunders. Following that, Alvarez faced a loss to Dmitry Bivol at light heavyweight and secured unanimous decision wins against Gennady Golovkin, John Ryder, Jermall Charlo, and Jaime Munguia. Now, Alvarez is promising a vintage performance on September 14th when he faces rising contender Edgar Berlanga. After a cordial press conference in New York, tensions flared during their meeting at the Beverly Hills Hotel the following day.
And Canelo failed 2 drug tests, though Jaime wasn't allowed to fulfill.
Alvarez and Berlanga had to be separated by security after a heated exchange. "You don't bring anything to me that I haven't seen before," Alvarez said with a smirk. Berlanga shot back. 8 rounds. "Mark my words, I'm not going to have compassion," Alvarez responded. "These kinds of idiots keep me motivated. I don't want to mess you up right now because your money will be gone." At 34 years old and with 65 fights in his nearly 20-year career, Alvarez is finding new ways to fuel his fire, and Berlanga's provocations appear to be adding fuel to the flame. "I love it when an opponent pisses me off. When someone gets under my skin, I make them pay the hard way," Alvarez said. Edgar Berlanga, the chosen one, is an 8-year pro who began his career with a remarkable streak.
All right, gentlemen, if we can take our seats.
Knocking out 16 consecutive opponents in the first round. However, he has shown some vulnerabilities as he faced tougher competition in recent years. Most recently, in February, Berlanga knocked out Patrick McCrory in 6 rounds. "I'm the type of fighter who comes to fight. I won't be running," Berlanga declared. "Canelo was once in my shoes, and now it's my time to make my name and become a legend in the sport of boxing. This is going to be a firefight. It's going to be different. This is a gladiator sport. At the end of the day, we're looking to take each other out. It's going to the next level." Berlanga also highlighted his boxing IQ as the key to defeating Alvarez. "I believe my boxing IQ is what will give me the edge over Alvarez," he said. Canelo Alvarez, however, responded with laughter. "He thinks he has more intelligence than me and everyone I've fought." Canelo Alvarez responded to Berlanga's claims with confidence. "Come on, bro, he's not going to touch me. I want to see him try," Alvarez said. "Your turn is coming. You think you have more IQ than Floyd Mayweather and Miguel Cotto? He's nothing compared to them. You're not going to do anything. You're just going to make me laugh. I motivate myself because I love what I do and I love boxing. These kinds of fights and fighters drive me even more. I'm going to train like never before." Alvarez's confidence is rooted in his superior skills and experience, as well as his belief that Berlanga presents a less challenging opponent compared to his recent bouts. Alvarez's dominant performance against Avni Yildirim, whom he stopped in 3 rounds during a mandatory title defense, set the stage for his fight with Billy Joe Saunders. This victory solidified Alvarez's position as the pound-for-pound king and earned him Fighter of the Year honors in 2021. Canelo Alvarez now reigns supreme as the face of boxing and the sport's top earner, selecting his opponents with assuredness. The odds makers are not convinced about the Berlanga matchup, with DraftKings listing Alvarez as a heavy 1,400 favorite and Berlanga as a plumb 750 underdog.